Hey guys, it's Thursday night, so you know what that means. Welcome to the Highspots virtual gimmick table. I, of course, am the guru, Tommy Thomas, here with my very, very, very special guest. This guy's incredible. He's the real people's champ, in my opinion, but I will allow him to introduce himself to all of you fans out there in internet land.
Yo, it's me, DDP. Bang!
Bang.
I can't match that energy, you know.
Oh man, no, I'm just trying to keep up with you because, okay, I know we're not supposed to ask people their ages, but how old are you, sir?
I will be 69 in 5 months.
You are 1 year away from being 70. I'm 22, and people think, look at this, you look way better than me at almost 70 than I do at 22.
Hey, can I say whatever I want here, Mr.
Of course,
Producer?
you can say anything.
Well, if you keep going at this rate, you're fucked.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God.
You're 22, bro.
No, I'm not really 22. I'm not really. I just look terrible.
Right.
I'm 38.
Okay, then that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Yes. Now, I just got to know, a lot of our fans out there, myself included, love your workout program. We love DDP yoga. I just got to know. I need to do it, by the way. I need to do more DDP
You just
yoga.
can't get the app. You actually do it, Tommy.
I know. I download it. That's it. That was it for me. No, I just got to know, man. How does this even start? Because, like, most people that do wrestling, they just want to coast off the wrestling thing. And before you said lightning in a bottle twice. So, like, how did this yoga thing even freaking start, man?
Well, it started out of necessity, bro. You know, like, literally, I'm that guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga the first 42 years of my life. But when I broke my back, and Kevin Nash gave me this power bomb, and he always took care of me, and he took care of me on the power bomb. It wasn't him. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, because I was pulling and pulling and pulling that rubber band so tight.
Yeah.
You know, my career didn't take off until I was 41. You know, so that whole run, by the time I got into 42, close to, I think it was around this January, I can't remember exactly when it happened, but when I broke my back, I had 3 spine specialists tell me I was never going to wrestle again. And I just signed the multi-million-dollar 3-year deal. I finally got paid, and then they're telling me I'm done. So at that point, depression set in, just like it would for you or anybody else. A lot of people don't think I don't ever get depressed. Bullshit. I mean, I get depressed like everybody else.
You're human.
But I just don't stay. I don't stay down. I think everybody needs to go down sometimes, but you can't stay there. If you look at Tom Brady, if you look at, you know, Oprah Winfrey or LeBron James, Donald Trump, I mean, where was he a year ago at this, 4 years ago at this time? He was down. He was mad as hell. Look at him now. My point is, I don't even mean to use him as an example, because when people say, are you red or are you blue? Like, I think they both suck, because I haven't seen anything they've done for us. All I know is they keep taking from our health, they take from our wealth, they take everything. So if Trump could change something, hey, love to see it. But, you know, he ain't got nothing to lose now. So let's see him really do something. I love the fact that he's got Robert Kennedy with him, because he's going to start to take care of our food, supposedly. A lot of talk. I believe he believes it. Let's see if he actually does it. Because when you get to, like, again, going to be 69 in another 5 months, your wealth is health. And it really comes down, like, you might lay it out what I'm going to eat. Like, I want to know food that's clean, food that tastes great, but makes me feel great. It doesn't beat my body up. If you talk to any centurions, people up in the upper 90s, or people who are 100, if you ask them, why have you been able to do this and still really be smart and intelligent, be able to carry a conversation, it's the food they ate.
Yes.
And exercise. So again, everything that I did that became DDP Yoga, I was doing for me. You know, in less than 3 months, once Kimberly, who's not a COO of my company, DDP Yoga, once my ex-wife Kimberly, at the time she was my wife, once she got me to do the yoga, I couldn't do it like her. So I used a chair to get up and to get down and balance myself. Now it's a part of my whole program.
Yeah.
And Arthur, that's what Arthur did, that guy, disabled veteran. So, you know, I practice what I preach, and then I mixed the yoga with rehab, and then I threw in old school calisthenics, and I did things that would help me, and it got me back in the ring in less than 3 months. At 42, they said my career was over. At 43, I was a world champ. So that never happens. I don't have a Hall of Fame career without that. Inside this Hall of Fame ring, it says work ethic equals dreams, exclamation point, DDP. So again, I walk the talk. I don't tell anybody to do what I don't do, so that's really why it's been so successful. And it took 8 years
Yes.
to be an overnight success in professional wrestling, and it took 8 years to be successful with DDP Yoga. But now we're coming into our 13th year, and since it's blown up, it's we've changed a lot of lives.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of the lives you changed, we've had Butterbean on. We've had back, God rest his soul, Scott Hall in the past. Are there any people nowadays, just shoot your shot. Who do you think DDP Yoga could most benefit of all the people you see right now in the wrestling industry?
I'll tell you someone who I'm working with right now, and it's day by day, but Lex. And Lex is one of the greatest human beings that I know, since he's been born again, because he was a bit of a narcissist, like for real, back in the day.
He admits that, by the way.
Of course he does. Of course he does, because he knows who he is. And the faith that he has today, it's little baby steps, but every day we work, we work together every week, and people will get to see, this journey at some point. But really, really proud of his just incredible work ethic. And he drives an hour and 15 minutes to work with me.
Wow.
Then turns around and drives back out. So, that's my next person that I know is putting the work in, because I can see it time to time. So that's something I'm excited about.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see when that video gets released. I'm sure it will be all over the DDP Yoga app and your YouTube channel and all of that stuff. Now, you did briefly talk about politics. I don't want to talk about politics, but why the hell are you not running for president next election, DDP?
I want nothing to do with that crazy shit. It's a dirty job to me.
You could be the guy to clean it up.
No, I know. I'm good where I am. I love being a part of the health network. I still eat meat. I think meat's great, but I'm eating the cleanest meat. I still have a cocktail, but I drink the best tequila, which is made from agave. So I pick, if I'm going to indulge, I'm going to just make it the healthiest choice. I just put a video up the other day. I think I put it up yesterday. We put it up. But I was going through the supermarket, and I love these ice cream pops that are called keto. So they're gluten free. They're 3 grams of protein. They're 1 gram of sugar, but they taste delicious. So I was going, and I finally found like 12 of them. So I grabbed them all, and I said, I'm going to do a video about this, because a lot of people don't know. No, there's times if I'm going to eat like sweet stuff, it's going to be the healthiest sweet stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't have to to live a healthier lifestyle doesn't mean you forego eating anything you really love. Everything I love right now, I still eat, so it's just the best version of it. Because you can pay now or you can pay later. And all you got to do is say, I don't care about I'm not preparing for 70. That's going to be here tomorrow. I'm preparing for 80, 90, and 100. That's what I'm preparing for. And not to be walking around where I can barely move.
Yes,
you
sir.
see how I stand? You see how I walk? But I work this every single day. I was up before I hopped on a plane to come to see you guys today. Got 5 minutes of my 42-degree cold plunge. Got back and started walking backwards with the oxygen therapy that I'm doing. It's called hypoxia, where I'm breathing at 6% oxygen. Right now we're breathing 20, 21. But I simulated 22,000 feet. This workout equipment is about getting the oxygen deep into your cells and healing you at a cellular level, but into your brain.
Yeah.
Darby is going to go to climb Mount Everest. You know that, right?
Whenever that foot's 100% healed.
His foot's good now. His foot is good now. But that came from him getting in my cold plunge, and then getting one. It came from getting on my hypoxia oxygen therapy and then getting one, and infrared saunas, etc. He does a lot of the stuff that I preach to do because, especially the wrestlers, they're making great money. Invest in yourself right now because everyone's an injury away from having no more career.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I stubbed my toe walking onto the set. Now I'm injured. Now, DDP, I got to know, man, you've had a lot of great days in your life. But what is Diamond Dallas Page's perfect day? You got a day to do whatever the hell DDP wants to do. What's DDP doing?
Well, today it would be getting ready because I'm building Page's Retreat in Panama City Beach. And it is beautiful. It's 4 floors. The top floor is mine and my wife, Paige. Yes, my wife's first name is Paige.
So she's Paige?
Well, actually, her maiden name is McMahon. So she's Paige McMahon Paige. You can't make that shit up, bro. You know. But we're building a retreat down in Panama City Beach, and what will be a perfect day is being able to have, because the doors that we have, they just slide open, and so you're pretty much outside while you're inside. And it'll be down there, and it'll be building, for different guys who are in the business to come in. And I love when I can take people and put them through what I call DDP's gauntlet. And so that's the first way to start off with that. Then have a great lunch, have a great shake. Then just kick back and what are we going to do today? For me, if I was on the beach, which I'm going to be on the beach, but there's not a lot of waves in Panama City Beach. But if there was waves, I'd be in the water. And if I'm not, then I'm going to go to Costa Rica, or I'm going to go to someplace where there are waves, and that's the perfect day for me. Surfing, coming back, kicking back, having a nice glass of wine, and then chilling out.
All right. Now, are there any charities, social issues, or causes you think the fans at home should learn a little bit more about?
I do a lot of stuff with Culture City. We talked about that earlier.
Yes, sir.
Dominique Wilkins is the face of that. One of my daughters, Brittany, she's their event coordinator, and I do a lot of stuff with them because there's a lot of autism is everywhere today.
Yes, sir.
I think they said 1 in 32 kids are born with somewhere on the spectrum. So doing charity work for those guys and helping them with their cause and getting it out there so kids who love wrestling but they can't handle all the explosions and the bombs, there's a place for them, whether it's earmuffs or whatever they're going to use to help get them to where they feel like they're still part of everything. And that's the biggest charity that I work with right now.
Absolutely. Now, where, in your opinion, is the best place in the world to get a bite to eat? I know we just talked about food, but where, in your opinion, is the best, this is where I'd go if I had to have one final meal?
Well, there's a buddy of mine named Kevin Rathburn. He's in Atlanta. He's got 4 different steakhouses. But the one he just opened up, KB Steaks, KR Steaks, KR Steakhouse, that's how he calls it. The most phenomenal steaks you've ever had in your life. But he also makes, years ago, I begged him, dude, start doing some gluten-free stuff. And he just never did it until this restaurant. And he made the best gluten-free pasta I have ever had. Because the only way you can make it really taste great, you make it fresh. So every day they make that pasta, and the way he does the bolognese and the pork that he puts in there, phenomenal. But then he's got that carpaccio. I think that's how you say it. The thin steak that they sliver down.
Oh.
Well, he's got Wagyu that he does with that. It's one great, oh my God, this is my new favorite restaurant. So that's where I would tell you to go.
Absolutely. Can we hug it out? Can we hug it out? You are the man. You are truly the people's champion. Please, right into that camera right there, plug everything you want to plug. Social media, upcoming events, DDP Yoga. Give them the whole spiel.
Simple as this. Big sale coming on for, when else? Black Friday. But we start Black Friday this Tuesday, which is way ahead of time. But I've got my power cups up there. It's going to be a very special price on that. And DDP Yoga is the only time I do it, which is right between now and Black Friday, is 30% off all anything that's on DDP Yoga, especially the app. So that's where I'll tell you to go. Go to ddpyoga.com or else. Bang!